I spoke to Kelly Ahn, he's spokesperson for the Atlanta Comfort Women Memorial Task Force, and I first asked him about the significance of this newly discovered video.
In terms of the rarity, it actually is the first video ever in regards to evidence of the Comfort Women. And so it's an extraordinarily valuable piece of information. And it's something that just solidifies the mountain of evidence that already exists in regards to the whole Comfort Woman story. So it's very exciting to have this extra bit of information in regards to the Comfort Women.
What was your first reaction when you saw it?
I think my mouth opened. I was just amazed just to see it in video after seeing still photos of these victims. And it brought a chill down my spine. I mean, to see video of these people, it humanizes the story even more to have video on top of still photos. So it was amazingly powerful to see it, and it's something that it makes the evidence, the mountain of evidence, even more irrefutable in terms of the truth and the history.
Kelly, what do we know about Chinese comfort women in World War II?
In regards to Chinese comfort women, we know that it was the second largest group of women, second to the Koreans in regards to the numbers. And as far as their sexual enslavement, it's something that these women were forced, sexually raped on average of 20 to 25 times every day, sometimes 40 to 50 times. And the story is similar in regards to the Koreans as well as all the other comfort women. But these women were not just sexually abused, but physically as well. And it led to many committing suicide, and many eventually being killed by the Japanese army.
And for those who survived, what happened to all of them after World War II ended? There were some reports that some of them were poisoned and killed, as you mentioned, before the Japanese left.
Yes, it's something where there are reports of group executions, where as the Japanese soldiers were leaving, that they didn't want to leave evidence of the comfort women, and so they would be executed in a group, and then their bodies would be dumped into mass graves, and it's really unthinkable, the horrors that they faced. And some they didn't have a way of finding their way back home, and obviously they didn't want to tell folks what they went through. It was just awful.
We know that there are just a few dozen comfort women still alive. Some of them are in China, others are in the Republic of Korea. What has been done to help them, and what still needs to be done? I know, for example, in Korea, that the government has set up a place that's called the House of Sharing, which is in the city of Gwangju, in the province of Gyeonggi-do. And they have established a home for these comfort women. And I believe there are either 8 or 9 comfort women who live in that house, and that's sponsored by the government. And I'm also aware that there's some sort of stipend for them as well.